Purvasthali area lies close to the Tropic of Cancer. It is a large block with a number of villages adjoining a broad oxbow lake created by the river Ganga on its western bank and Burdwan district of West Bengal in the east. Purvasthali is located on the agriculturally rich alluvial plains between the Bhagirathi, Ajay, and Damodar rivers. Temperatures in this region vary from 17 to 18 degrees centigrade in winter to 30 to 32 degrees in summer. This region is located in the floodplains of two major rivers, Damodar and the Ganga. The wetland with the river course forms a half-moon shape between Navadvip and Purvasthali known as Oxbow Lake. During monsoon, river gets flooded with the water level within the wetland getting higher, and under heavy rains the enclosed islands get submerged. The area is extremely rich in alluvial soil content. Oxbow Lake is famous here for thousands of migratory birds coming here in winters from far off places including Siberia. Hundreds of species of birds can be seen here. People from far off places come here for birding. The arrival of monsoon has added freshness into the wetlands of Purvasthali as the open-billed storks bask in the greenery and are busy with their daily cleanliness routine. We saw a healthy population of these storks. We came across the black-headed ibis in non-breeding plumage. During the breeding season, the neck turns pitch black. Non-breeding adult largely lacks grey scapulars and neck plumes. Some, but not all breeding birds appear to develop a red patch on the bare skin of the hind neck. They are resident birds of the Indian subcontinent. From a close distance, this bird gave us some great shots before flying away. Green bee-eaters have a breeding season from either March to June or July to August. We came across a lesser whistling duck family who were enjoying a dip in the shallow water. They are nocturnal feeders, but during the day may be found in flocks around lakes and wet paddy fields. They can perch on trees and sometimes build their nest in the hollow tree trunk. They are distributed across many countries. The ibis are expert snake hunters. Anything that moves in the water they can easily locate and grab using their sharp bills designed for hunting. But snakes don't go in easily before putting up a fight. Here we saw the snake making a frantic effort to free itself by coiling around the neck. Many species, such as the common kingfisher, have large populations and vast geographic ranges. These vocal, colorful birds are renowned for their dramatic hunting techniques. Typically, the bird sits still. Having sighted its quarry, it plunges into the water and catches the fish. The shores of Purvasthali is a paradise for birds and civlets during winters. A wide variety of waders and pelagic birds visit this place every year. Mr. Majibul Sheikh is a seasoned boatman and birding guide. His knowledge about the terrain and his ability to identify birds from a distance is amazing. We had no idea where he was taking us this time. It was overcast and could rain any minute, so we packed our cameras and prepared for the showers. The purple swamp hen has given birth to two chicks and was looking around for food in the marshes. As soon as they saw us approaching, the mother made sure the kids run for their safety and rushed them to safety inside the tall grasses. Every mother can go to any extent to protect their offspring, and this is a live example. The purple swamp hen species saw a decline in its population during the first half of the 20th century due to hunting and loss of habitats. Throughout their life, purple swamp hens prefer to inhabit areas with wetlands, swamps, marshes, and vegetation. The female purple swamp hens lay around 3 to 6 eggs in its nest. The family members of these birds, the young from the previous breeding, share incubation and care for the young. The inevitable happened. We were greeted with torrential rain. Our umbrellas gave up due to strong winds, and we waited in a corner for the rains to cease. It finally cleared, and we were about to witness magic. The temperature had significantly dropped, and it was pleasant all around. Perfect for the wildlife to come out and celebrate. Mother Nature never ceases to amaze you. Last month, being Father's Day, Facebook feeds shone in the soft glow of paternal affection. Throughout the day, warm anecdotes about great dads were posted with the periodic occurrence of prime numbers. A father chosen from a species where the male single-handedly raises the young, a trait indelibly scripted into their DNA. We observed a bronze-winged jacana father that would stick by its brood of two, which reduced to one as time wore on, with the mother parent on the periphery, wading around when it sensed a disturbance. Two babies who just realized this wetland as their playground looked anxious and followed their dad during every move. Dad was extremely concerned about our presence and was covering the babies all the time. They were looking for an exit into the bushes but were unsure and moved inside the water body for shelter. The kids were following his path and maintained close proximity. We ensured we don't get much closer and allowed them a safe passage into their makeshift homes after this encounter. Even after the youngsters have left the nest, bird dads feed them for several days to make sure they have the best chance of survival. And if the female starts working on a second nest before the previous brood are completely independent, the male may become super dad and take on caring for the fledglings entirely on his own. The floating vegetation found at the water body in Purvasthali is largely water hyacinth, hardly as eye-catching as a lily. There we noticed a bronze-winged dad grow bigger by two tiny pairs of legs which whittled down to just one pair. The fact that water hyacinth was the floating pad did not diminish the grandeur of this act. When it comes to protecting kids, all parents in this ecosystem go out of their comfort level to any extent to save their children, and that makes this planet a better place for all species to thrive. A picturesque getaway for the urban crowd, a haven for resident and migratory birds, and a source of livelihood for the local communities. Wetlands have multiple roles to play. Did you know that wetlands are referred to as the kidneys of the environment? The microbes and different plant species present in these water bodies filter the groundwater and improve its quality. Wetlands also support a wide range of floral and faunal biodiversity. Of course, all of these functions exist only if the wetlands remain healthy, which is sadly far from the truth.